Joffrey, Renly, Robb Stark are all thieves. They'll bend the knee or I'll destroy them.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Citadel with me, Grand Maester Stitch, where we return to our House Thenn playthrough, where we are now the Magna of Wildlings, the Magna of all Wildlings beyond the Wall, apart from the Ice River clans and the men of the Frozen Shore, but we are working our way into conquering them now. By the end of this episode, I'm hopeful that we will have all of the land beyond the Wall, and then it's just a case of what our next plan was, trying to take Skagos and colonising Skane, which hopefully we can do. We've actually got a ruined city of Skane as well. That's nice that we've got a city there, and Skagos. So we could have some decent stuff when getting that, and then when we get over Skagos as well, who we know do worship the old gods as well, which is perfect for us. And it would be interesting if we could try and take the West Watch as well. It would be pretty cool if we could have that as our own seat. But first of all, we've got to concentrate on the Ice River clans, who are pretty weak, pretty vulnerable. They should be pretty easy for us to beat. We've only got 591 men here, which should be enough to take care of them. And then we have 900 wildlings down here in the gorge, which are chasing down this small wildling revolt that we've got going on. Who have we got leading this? We're leading this ourselves, aren't we? Yes, Magna Cregan, who's still only 26, which is awesome. So hopefully he's got many, many years ahead of him. He does have his son, Prince Gendel, who's now 6. Become a poor fighter, which has got some decent traits for a 6-year-old, so hopefully he'll get much better. And then we've got Prince Sigorn, who is sickly, but hopefully he will get past that. A lot of wildling children, of course, do have worrying first few years upon the Earth, well, upon Westeros. They, of course, don't name them till they're normally 2, I believe. I think that's pretty right, something like that, just in case, because there's so many wildling children that don't live past the age of 2. We are still building shipyards and such in Hardhome, which is awesome. Let's march around to the Firstmen, to First Forest and take care of that revolt. And we've had some Thenn barracks built in Northdown. Where's Northdown again? The hold of Northdown. Here we go. So for 250 prestige, we can build them Thenn barracks up even more, which will give us 600 more light infantry Thenns and 200 archers. So of course we're going to go for that. Continually building up our lands, and the amount that you can do it with the prestige is just insane, because we gain so much prestige. So if we just keep improving our holdings and the amount of levies that we can have, we really need to do that if we are going to go to war with the Night's Watch in the north, because obviously they outnumber us massively. So if we can get as many men as them, and they're probably going to be better equipped than us. And we've had another peasant revolt, but that one has ended 100% straight away, which is interesting. Just a random wildling. Offer peace and enforce demands. Yes, and we will sacrifice him to the gods straight away, which gains us that little bit of piety, which we can probably use for something in the future. I'm not sure what we'll use it for just yet. And we have one army with the Thenn sigil and one with the King Beyond the Wall sigil. We've nearly got the Great Ice River under siege already, so that's fine. We will leave the Rivermen to rule this land. I know some people said it would be better probably to go for all Thenns, and it probably would make sense to go all Thenns, but I just don't like the idea of just doing the mass genocide on all these wildling tribes. I like to try and keep them around, just my personal way of playing. Magna Cregan invasion of the Ice River has ended. We can now enforce demands. Perfect. Is he still the lord of this area? Yes, Chief Hagen, the wolf of the Great Ice River. Perfect. So we just need to end this little revolt, and then we can take the rest of this. We'll go for the West Shelf next, which I believe is Ice Rivermen as well. Yes, it is. And these should be Frozen Shore, shouldn't they? Yes, Frozen Shore. Frozen Shore, we can build some more ships, more fleets. We can go raiding into the north then, onto Bear Island and such. I would like to take Bear Island maybe at some point, and that army's now disappeared again, which is so frustrating that they just keep getting away from us. We've actually got quite a decent amount of wealth there as well, money-wise, so that's good. We can hopefully do something with that. How are the shipbuildings coming along? Oh, they finished. I didn't see the notification come up. We could go for trying to get more men here, but for now, let's just get another 10 galleys built. Let's continue to build those fleets. And we can build another shipbuilders here for 100 prestige, which is perfect. We could actually build a new holding. 870 prestige to build another castle there. I thought you could build cities in Hardhome, or do we have to get some of the holdings up to a certain standard before we can do that, maybe? I'm not sure. Let's disband our levies there. So we've just got these 500, which I believe is our mercenary band. We'll leave them where they are for now. That army's not really doing much, is it? How much manpower does she have? 403. Let's declare war upon her then. Invasion of the West Shelf. Or should we do de jure claim upon the West Shelf? And let's go straight for that. It's going to be easy. We're going to get a slight disadvantage, but I think our better equipped troops should be able to handle that pretty easy. Is there any dangerous factions? No, just Liege Loyalists still, which is good. That's perfect. So we'll just go over there and destroy this army of the West Shelf. Loving the Mammoth Tusk Sigil. Looks really cool. And that shouldn't be too much trouble. And that Peasant Revolt is literally not really able to do much against us. Oh, wow, 1,000 men in Forktop. Perfect. Let's march onto the Gorge then and take care of that Peasant Revolt. Wildling Peasant Revolt. Should be pretty easy. We've actually gained a few more men here on the march as well, so that's perfect. That's going to end that pretty easily. And wow, they've actually managed to get into a fight with the Army of the Gorge. That they're not going to win that, unfortunately. But our army will be able to win that. How much longer is it going to take for us to get out onto that West Shelf? There we go, perfect. My priest Imgol tells me that her efforts at increasing religious fervour among the people have been met with great success. A small army of zealots have converged at Thenn, ready to serve me. Now I simply need to attack more suitable infidels before my new recruits wander off in disgust. Perfect, we've gained 1,000 Thenn zealots, so let's march those down south. Battle of the West Camp, a great victory. Your commanding presence on the battlefield in the West Shelf was felt during the recent victory by friends and foes alike. You bolstered the spirits of the men when it was needed most, and you personally led the final charge that broke the back of the enemy army. Songs will be sung of this day. 75 prestige, perfect, so we'll be able to spend that. It's such a shame that we don't have Thenn bronze armour. I wonder if we actually go to the smith, will we be able to do that? We've got 250 gold now, so we might be... Oh, we can now craft a weirwood weapon. I'm going for that. Your men have gathered an ample supply of weirwood from the nearby Godswood and are awaiting your orders. They wish to know what type of weapon you want crafted. A weirwood bow, a weirwood spear. Let's go for a weirwood bow. Awesome, we now have a weirwood bow. We can make a weirwood spear later on. Hopefully we'll be able to make 2. My king, your son Prince Gendel, is most uncooperative and is not responding very well to my tuition. He doesn't seem to listen to, and his skills have regressed, if anything. Well, that is annoying. We're still his guardian, though, so he should become impressive still, no matter what. And we've managed to win the Battle of Ruddy Hall in the Gorge, so we can now end that peasant revolt. We will execute you, sacrifice you to the gods. We can disband this host now, so then we can declare another war once the West Shelf has been taken. We'll bring this army of Zealot Fens down to the Ice River clans, actually, and join them to our force, so we've got a decent amount of men to take the Frozen Shore, who I don't think will be overly strong anyway. Have we got the Weirwood Bow equipped? Yes, we have. Perfect. But I'd really like to get some bronze armour. It would be cool. And who's this kid that's just arrived at our court? Some random bastard has just arrived in our court. Oh, a son was born to Narag, who is our green seal with a crow. Okay. And he has a daughter named Freya as well. Interesting. Let's just concentrate on this siege of the West Shelf. We could probably assault and win, but we may as well siege it down. We're not in no rush. There's no need for us to squander any of our manpower. We want to keep as much manpower as possible. Our wife has a nice snow bear pelt on her head now, which is interesting. Your enemy, Chief Desperia Riverblood, has been captured. Perfect. So that's that war over with. Let's offer peace and enforce demands. Beyond the Wall, the West Shelf de jure war over the West Shelf has ended. Magna Cregan has won. So, have we got her imprisoned? No, we haven't, so we can't actually release her, unfortunately. Have any of these others been released yet that were captured? I love the warrior main. Did anyone know about that? I don't think anyone actually knew about that at present. My first trader, Nub, tells me that his efforts at praising my name and deeds have been met with great success. A small army of warriors have converged at Thenn, ready to serve me. I just need to make sure I have someone to fight within a year, lest they become troublesome. Wow, 1,600 more men have now just arrived. More Thenn men that want to fight for us, and practice range has been built in Thenn. Let's have a look what else we can now build in Thenn then. We haven't got... Wow, we need gold to build that. Go for another practice war camp, which would give us a little bit of... It's only 50 prestige. It gives us 80 more light infantry. It's a cheap, easy one to go for, I suppose, isn't it? Can we declare war on you now? for the de jure claim on the Frozen Shore. Yes, we can. We'll go straight for that. Doesn't look like he has much in the way of manpower. 56 men. And we can create the title, the High Lordship of the Ice Rivers, which we will now do. Magna Cregan has created title High Chiefdom of the Ice Rivers. And we'll give that to Chief Hagen the Wolf. Let's grant landed title. The High Chieftain of the Ice Rivers. Send. And then we've still got a few more to give away. Where was... It was you, wasn't it? Forrester, I wanted to... We can't grant anything to you while you're imprisoned, unfortunately. We can send him some gold, though. No, let's send him 15 more gold. See if that's enough for him to ransom himself. I want to get him free, if possible. And what's taking this army so long? Here they go. They're finally coming. Finally on their way down. Did we have another one to give away as well? High Chieftain of the Haunted Forest, the other lands, which is ours. The High Chieftain of the Milkwater. Yes, this is the one I wasn't too sure. Obviously, we've got the Fist of the Firstmen, Winterkeep, and we'll give it to Warrior Main, just because I love his name. I think it sounds pretty cool. I love the sigil as well. We'll give you the High Chiefdom of the Milkwater. There we go. We have some stuff to give away. A commander. Let's have a look. Do we have any decent commanders? Not really. We'll go with you for now. And that's it, really. We can give away this hold as well, the hold of North Down. I'll probably give that to our son when he comes more of age. And this is going to be an easy siege to get underway, which is fine. That's perfect. We can still recruit the Giants to our cause, but of course we won't do that until we really need them. The Free Folk do not recognise the same concepts of heredity as those of the south of the Wall, and will not hesitate to abandon a weak heir. Your heir Gendel of Thenn does not seem to have earned the respect of the men yet, and so your realm will die with you when you pass. My heir must improve one way or another. I know, because, yeah, we want to try and get him to improve. Which I think he will. He's pretty impressive so far. He's only 7 years old. And he's got some pretty impressive traits. We're still only 27 ourselves, so we should be around for a long time just yet. Adler of the Haunted Forest Warden Revolt has declared Peasant Revolt. Okay, it's not affecting us. And that's over with. Okay, there's an Umber army here. Who are the Umbers fighting against? The Starks. Attacking King Jonas of the North in revolt against the rule of King Jonas, and he is winner. So the Starks have had a lot of trouble lately, which is good for us. It leaves them in a bit of a weakened state. The North has been at war a lot. The west of Westeros is too far south for us to even worry about. It's only really the Starks and such we need to worry about. The Stormlands are still pretty strong as well, though. But it's just the Starks that we need to concentrate on. I don't know if we'll ever go any further than that. But here we go. We've almost won our siege of the Frozen Shore. And then it's just Ice Base Shore. So we can get all that done this episode. I'd be pretty happy. And Adler was beheaded on the orders of Chief Torgon of the Haunted Forest. I want to give that a... Where was he? Has he been relieved now? Yes, he has. Chief Torgon has finally been released. Let's grant him the High Chiefdom of the Haunted Forest, then, including the lower titles that come with that. Perfect. There we go. All High Chiefs now, which will give them all greater respect for us, hopefully, and that's that war done as well. So we will offer peace and enforce our demands down here in the Frozen Shore, another new vassal, and it's literally just Ice Base Shore left now with Chief Eel of the Frozen Shore. Declare war, de jure claim, send. Let's finish off this war. Finish off our conquest of Beyond the Wall. All of Beyond the Wall will now serve the Fens. It would be interesting if the White Walkers attack, but hopefully they won't until we're much stronger. I have encountered fledgling lighting many times while carrying out my duties for the Free Folk, and it is always a pleasant occasion. We can talk for hours if the time allows, but because he never bores me while our discussions are often lengthy, we always seem to agree on the matters which are most important. I think this is friendship, so we've made a new friend, Lighting, who is a Fen, so that's good. Let's make him important. We need to make all of our vassals important, actually, especially our High Chiefs. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. Let's let our men continue to march for now, though, while I do this. And my king, since I arrived in Thenn, there has never been a shortage of soldiers. Perfect. Thank you, Fox Eyes. Levy reinforcement improves by 50%. Brilliant news. All of these should be important, so we can keep an eye on all of our vassals. A lot of them already are. And the Umbers have been defeated. I wonder what they'll do with the Umbers there. You're already important. Are you of the Night Valleys? Of Antler Vale, the Hornfoots, the Foresters, the Redbeards. I think that's everybody now. Pretty much. continue our march. Age 53, your subject Pala died a natural death. Doesn't affect us really though, does it? So that's fine. It's just going to be this lord now who we're attacking. And there we go, we've destroyed his host. Now it's just a case of sieging down his land. And all of Beyond the Wall belongs to us. How much do we need to colonise? I imagine it would just be 400 gold. Can you still colonise as a wildling? I'm not sure. I imagine it will be the same. And Lord Torren of Last Half was beheaded on the orders of King Jonas of the North. Is it still the Umbers who rule there, though? Yes, it is. Can't wipe out the Umbers. So merge these hosts together. And we may as well assault, because we've got more than 10 times the amount. And there we go. Offer peace. Enforce demands. The Beyond the Wall Ice Bay Shore de Jour War over Ice Bay has ended. Magna Cregan has won, and all of Beyond the Wall now belongs to us. We should be able to create the title, High Lordship of the Frozen Shore. Perfect. Right, let's have a look at these two lords. So we've got Chief Eel, who's not overly impressive. He's more intrigue focused, and the other guy's intrigue focused as well. Which is the better of these two lands? Ice Bay Shore is actually better. We'll give it to you. We'll give it to you because you've got more martial about you. High Chiefdom of the Frozen Shore, send. Perfect. We've actually lost those other men that wanted to fight for us now, but that's fine. Eric Warriormane is now known as Crow Killer. Nice. Right, so what would our next step be now? Chief Torfi sent me a very skillfully written letter to explain his ardent wish to maintain a good relationship between the two honourable rulers, such as we are. It sounds reasonable. We can improve opinion. How strong is the Night's Watch? 10,000. Wow, we're 11,000 though. We're stronger than I thought. We've now got 800 prestige that we need to spend. So let's have a look. There's nothing we can do here at present. Still upgrade. Oh, that's nearly upgraded. That's nearly upgraded. That's going to finish upgrading any second now. So I'll wait for that to happen and then we can improve that. Perfect. Large Thenn barracks. 500 prestige. That gives us 800 light infantry and 400 archers. So we'll go for that. Let's have a look where we can build some of it. Let's have a look at Hardhome. They're still building both the shipbuilders. We could build some ships over here. We could do with having ships. Oh wow, Bone Chariot Workshop. Well, that is awesome that we can have bone chariots. That's really cool. Let's go for a shipbuilder for now though. Let's build some more. Let's get some ships over here built. Could do with some ships on both sides of the north so that we can attack from both sides. And we know the north don't have a great fleet on this left side as well, so that works in our favour. Can we not build shipbuilders here? Doesn't seem so. Instead then we'll build small Frozen Shore barracks. We've still got a little bit of manpower. Let's see what we can do here. Ice Riverman barracks. We've still got 50. Let's go for a Earth Hill Fort. There we go, spent all of our prestige again, which is perfect. And look at our kingdom now, looking very, very impressive. Very impressive indeed. Skane will be the next one that I want to go for. I need to save up that gold. We obviously could invade the north, but I don't think it'd end too well. He's got 30,000 manpower. It's way, way too much. So, yeah, we want to get Skane. We want to colonise Skane next. That'll probably be our next step, and then go after Skagos. First, though, we need to continue to improve our lands massively. Do you know what? Let's get someone else leading this instead of us for now. We've got a small peasant revolt, which will be easy to take down, but let's get someone else leading this, and hopefully that will allow us to get some more children. It would be nice to have another son. How old's our wife? 34, so she's quite old. Still young enough to hopefully get us some more children. Let's send her a gift, try and get her on side a little bit more. But we'll end this episode here with the completion of our conquest of Beyond the Wall. Thank you all so much for watching as always, guys. I really hope that you've enjoyed. Please don't forget to like and comment down below saying what you thought of this episode, as well as subscribing if you're new here. Join the Discord community as well, guys, if you haven't already. I promise that you'll love it in there. We've got a great community full of great people, and hopefully I'll see you all very soon for the next episode.